Hello, I'm Katja, the Audi artist. I know who I am. Here on this channel, we talk about what it's like being a late diagnosed autistic person, and we do art, show off art, and talk about random things and whatever else is on our mind. So, if you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel if you like my content. You don't have to, but it helps the algorithm. All right. So, yeah. I guess this is my first video after my testing day, and I'm just winging it here, guys. I did cognitive testing yesterday, and I have no idea. I think it went well. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna know. I don't want this on anymore. And he said I did well, but I mean, it's not like a pass or fail thing, It's just IQ, I guess. But he was like typing ferociously. It seemed like he was taking lots of notes. Every time it felt like every single thing I was saying or doing, he must have been writing it down and taking notes. So I'm sure it was also an observation at the same time. There for a couple hours or something. Anyway, that was yesterday, and he said he will, as you know, I left my binders with him, my big old, like this binders full of paperwork, and I also brought back a stack of paperwork, and he gave me another form that apparently I was supposed to fill out, but he only gave me one copy and my caretaker filled up. So after the testing was done, I just took a break in the car and filled it out because I wanted to be done with it. And then I was pretty much wiped out after that. Had dinner, I don't know, it seemed like I was okay, but then it's like, it slowly creeps up on me, like, it takes me a while to process stuff, but I felt like I had a couple of triggers while I was in testing. I don't know, but I had a bunch of flashbacks whenever I was made to do like these word math problems, and it was crazy because he was asking me all these questions. Word problems wouldn't let me use scratch paper, and I hate math, and I hate math word problems, and I'm pretty sure I got really confused with the number parts, but I kind of expected that because, so yeah. But I didn't do any like kid stuff. I guess it was just like your standard IQ test. I don't know. Like, I did have, I'm so sorry. Right before college, I had an IQ test done. I don't even remember what the IQ was. I had it done when I was in high school as well. I didn't know that's what they were doing though. All I remember from my last one was she said I had a left cerebral hemisphere discrepancy, and I'm like, well, what does that mean? Like, what is that? And she asked me, well, were you a forceps baby? And I was like, I don't know, I don't think so, but in the moment it's really hard for me to come up with questions. I didn't know what to expect, so I just left feeling for years, honestly, that she was basically calling me brain damaged. Anyway, good old bye. So, a few people asked me if I did my, if I was on someone else's live stream. Who was I on? Thomas Henley's probably. Yeah, asked me if I had. Who was it? Was it Helen? I don't remember. I'm sorry, I can't remember right now. But it's midnight here, guys. I should be asleep, but yeah, I've been having insomnia every night for a while. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, later that evening last night, I had a major meltdown. It was really bad. And I was just like, nobody's here, talking to myself. Yeah, it was like lots of crying. Came upstairs into the studio, into the attic, into the crawl space, into my secret chamber, my little Harry Potter hideout mattress thing, and I just laid there and I cried like my soul was gonna leave my body and I wanted it to. And just felt like all those feelings that I've had before in the past when I get really just like I don't know. I don't even know what triggered it, but I guess a lot of things like I don't know, I guess I'm scared what he's gonna say. Tell me I have a low IQ and I'm just a dumb, traumatized person. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know, but I just felt like I'm basically a burden. I had all these life goals. I was reminiscing on these thoughts of like all these things that I expected my life to be, and how no matter how hard I tried, it seems like I always failed at it and nothing turned out the way it was supposed to. And like the biggest joke of life and the most painful thing of life isn't so much that things are hard or things are hard or like things are I'm trying to find the words, but basically it's not the pain, and it's not the daily pain or like living in poverty, or because I've done all these things I'm going to say are things that I've lived through. I'm not trying to speak for anyone else but myself here, okay? Disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. Disclaimer, I only speak for myself. Trigger warning, I'm going to be talking about things that might disturb certain people. So I'm going to be talking about you know, self-harm and suicide briefly, or thoughts of suicide rather, meltdowns and basic hopelessness, depression, and so if that's a little too much for you, I would skip this part. You know, I am gonna mess around with some art stuff if I make it, if I stay awake. I'll show you some of the stuff that I did, and I'll do some stuff on this video. So yeah, basically last night it got really bad, but then I talked through it with someone, and my caretaker, and they came and crawled into my little crawl space, and they just sat there with me and let me have my feelings, and that was what I needed. Let me get it all out. And then was honest about their feelings too, and I don't know, somehow that was helpful, and I felt better afterwards. But during that meltdown, I can't even remember what the trigger was now, like honestly. But all of a sudden, I had this feeling, an urge, feeling, a moment, a visualization of impulsive, like, feeling that I hadn't, I have them, but not as intense and not like that in a long time. Well, yeah, not in a while, but I really just had this visualization of like slicing my arm wide open, and I just saw this really horrific scene in my head, okay? And I always have this fear, like, if I tell somebody these feelings I'm having, these urges I have, that they're going to just think I'm trying to get attention. But I really didn't. I had a moment of clarity where I was still feeling it, but I was strong enough to say the words, I need help, I need you, I'm wanting to self-harm right now, and this is what I was thinking. And after I said it, I just was crying, and I just, escaped the area and went up and was crying, and a couple minutes later was followed up and was allowed to get it out of my system, and just because I didn't really know why I was feeling that way. And I have a hard time explaining how I'm feeling, understanding it, unless it's really intense, and like it was really intense. But a lot of things, like realization of how old I am and all of the things I've lived through, and all of the opportunities and moments that are gone now, and that I wish I had done other things, or just regrets and just all this stuff. And it's like you basically self-judgmental stuff, like I'm basically beating myself up over not being this person I guess I thought I was supposed to be. And I think that it's, because of what I was taught growing up. Like, you can do whatever you want, and you can be this and that, and, you can. And never addressing the underlying neurological or mental health issues or any of those kind of things. I've been having a lot of body dysmorphia lately. I feel like I put on a little bit of weight, and I have been really having a hard time getting on the camera, and it's another reason why I'm trying not to edit, because I don't want to look at myself. It also makes it hard for me to get dressed or look at myself, and it makes me it affects me in a lot of ways. Like, I don't want to leave the house. I don't want people to look at me. It takes longer to get dressed as it gets warmer, especially because I can't just put a baggy hoodie on or whatever and hide, because it's hot, and I don't want to get out of the bed sometimes, or I'll just but I love dressing up, and I love clothes and making stuff and things, and it's hard to make friends. It's hard to be around people. It's hard for me because I'm just me, and I don't have the time and energy to fake it till I make it. I hate sayings like that. Fake it till you make it. What does that even mean? Like, and why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just like be honest and say what's wrong, what you don't understand, and learn it so that you don't have to fake it and you can just be like authentic? Why isn't that okay? Why isn't that, socially acceptable? But I got through it, and I'm here. I did not dye my hair black, guys. I did do a color removal though. So it's back to blonde, but it still has some of that greenish blue in it, a little bit, and a tiny bit of pink, and some faded into like a yellow or something. I don't know, but yeah, that's what's going on here. And it's crazy because I actually went and put makeup on, and I had like this chameleon eyeshadow and silver glitter and black eyeliner, and I even wore lipstick today. I had like cool earrings on that I made and all kinds of stuff, and that would have been great for a video, but I took all that off as soon as I got home. I did leave the house today. I went to a bookstore, and I put some really random videos up. Sorry, but it's what I had the energy to do, and I need to keep posting videos for real. So anyway, I went to this place. First, yeah, someone had asked me about if I had got these overalls. Okay, this is what they look like originally, and then all the buttons were silver. But what I did to them was I used one of my black Posca markers. Let me see if I can use my other camera to show you the details of what I did. And I'm not done, but I did wear this with I wore this with my platform Harley Quinn boots. They're like one red, one black, and then my fishnet like spiderweb Halloween stockings, because I have this thing, like I don't want to show my legs, and I'm really weird about wearing shorts, but I was trying to be brave and wear shorts again. Overalls are cute, like when I was, I don't know, whatever, but I'll show you what I did. I'm not finished with it, but I wore it, and of course I had to take my boots off halfway through my testing because my feet started to hurt. Mom was like, I'm so sorry, but he didn't care. Plus, I had a really hard time just sitting with my feet on the ground. Like right now, I'm sitting Indian style in this chair. Like I just can't sit normal in a chair. But yeah, let me. There we go. So, here's the overalls. Now, so all of the components were like this silver, I guess, color, but I on all of the buttons I don't know if you can see that they are, I put black glitter and mixed it in epoxy, and then put it on the UV lamp, and there you go. I altered the buttons. They're cool. I also made these using like little black gummy bears made out of resin, and I put like a little like metal jewelry thing that I cut to the end and just put resin over the bottom of it afterwards. But I had to do it in layers because you can't pour the whole thing in there with UV with it that thick or it won't cure right. So, and they're not perfect, but I used this old little collar thing and I attached it to this, and I use this little punch thing that I have for leather, so these unscrew, so if I want to wash it I can just unscrew these off and take this off. But yeah, there's like these little gummy bear, black gummy bear, black gummy bears of death. And then a while back I had made a few alternative Care Bears. This one that I made is my I wanted him to kind of look emo or goth, but he's like a Daddy Dom kind of thing. He's got a whip and a rose on there, and I used a Shrinky Dink. I drew on a plain Shrinky Dink and cut it out and then baked it so it shrank, and then I used the epoxy. That's why it's thick like that. Now I did have a problem with this one. The epoxy got in the hole because I used a hole puncher to make a hole at the top before I shrink them, and this particular one, the resin got in the hole, so my way to fix that was to put one of these little things on it. And this is like a little you know, charm thing. You can get them in packs at like on Amazon. So then I didn't like the white everywhere. I didn't think it looked right, so I got, and it's not perfect, but I just got, you know, one of my black Posca paint markers, and kind of went to town on all of the seams. And you know, it has side buttons that I also, you know, did that too. This was really hard to do right here, and I'm glad it didn't all come off, but it had some lace, and I used this like iron-on backing stuff where I ironed it onto the back of the pieces, yeah, I cut pieces off and just kept doing that, and then peeled the back off, and then ironed it, and then flipped it and ironed it on the other side. But not all spots would stay. Now I need to go around and do some kind of like trimming around this, like sew it somehow. I'm thinking maybe like some black ribbon or something, but to keep it held in place right here on here, because I knew it was gonna move around if I put my hand in my pocket or whatever, and yet it did. But I just used some hair clips that I got from, you know, Walmart during Halloween. One of the hands came off right as we were getting in the car to leave for the appointment, so I just grabbed super glue and glued it back on there. But yeah, now I had an idea to put some like cotton, like black lace at the bottom. Like, I even thought about just cutting the short part off and making it into a skirt, because yeah. Now for the distressing, I did a little bit of distressing on it, and all I did was I just scraped some scissors across it. But I've also seen videos where you can use a Dremel. Be careful. I have some stains on here now. That's from a little bit of the, I think it's the resin, or it might be from this adhesive glue stuff that I have over here. Now I know I'm gonna have to sew this on really good before I wash this, and I'll probably have to either put it on a gentle cycle inside out, or I'll have to hand wash it, which that's totally fine. I don't care. But you know, it's fun. I actually thought it would be cool if these straps were, you know, like the black belts with the studs. Maybe, I have some iron-on studs. I could put those on here. I was thinking about doing that, but the only problem is I would have to make sure I'm happy with the length that it's at, because obviously it's gonna be really difficult to get studs through this little like slider thing right here, you know. But yeah, that's what I wore, and the only reason I ended up doing it, because I told y'all in the chat on that Thomas's video that I hadn't done it, but I ended up staying up till 4 in the morning because I couldn't sleep. Now, so I'm just not feeling all the colorful right now. I'm feeling like going back to black, if you know what I mean. Alright, gold is not my aesthetic. I do like it sometimes, with certain things, like in my paintings and stuff, but I really don't want that look. It doesn't really scream gothic emo to me, you know. Silver is much better with black in my personal opinion. And also I have a cool toned skin, so silver looks better on me anyway. So, I don't know. I'm thinking I can cover this with something. I don't know yet. And maybe I can make some extra little pockets. I thought about drawing on here. I haven't really been using this, but if I made it to where I liked it more, I like that this chain's on here, but I really hate that it's gold. But I don't want to sit here and take it off, number one, and number two, I don't want to ruin it either, like, or paint it, because how am I going to keep it from getting onto this? So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Maybe this is plated. It's possible that it is like a gray metal underneath, and that I can just find how to get it off chemically or something. But I don't want to. This is like pleather, I think. So also, yeah. I don't know. Just thinking about working on that. We might work on this in a minute. Don't know. Maybe. Maybe. It's one of the, this was a red lock. I have a set of them. I painted it silver and then epoxied it. I do get allergic to metals a lot that are not like silver or gold. So, like sterling or like real gold, like especially nickel. Even sometimes the stuff that says that it's sensitive or silver plated, I will still like get a rash or an infection. So I colored it and then put epoxy over it because this I usually wear on a collar, and this part would rub on me, but this doesn't bother me. This doesn't touch me, so yeah. Now I was thinking I have some shirts, and I saw this girl doing this the other day. She said take a shirt that you like the shape of, and where is it? I know I brought one. I got this shirt from a local place that somebody made. I don't like this kind of shirt, okay, but I do like the patches they made and put on here. So I'm gonna I think I'm gonna take these off and I'm gonna put it on a different shirt. And the shirt I was thinking about doing that to is this one that I got from Walmart. Yeah, I really don't like Walmart, but it is the place that is close to me that is, accessible. But I have this t-shirt from like the juniors department or whatever. I like Wednesday because I am a Wednesday's child, and the saying is Wednesday's child is full of woe, which is, why she's named Wednesday, if nobody knew that. But I was born on a Wednesday. Solitude suits me. I agree, girl. So I was thinking maybe a go away could go on here. But if I'm to cut this into the shape that I want, it might be cutting off the Wednesday. I'm not sure. If it does, I may put go away here, but we'll see. First, I need to find the shirt that I want, made by the same person that I'm taking the go away thing off of. All right. Okay, so it is this one. So you find a shirt that you like the fit of it, and then you preferably use a flat surface. So you make sure that your shirt is flat. And I have all this mess here, but oh well. Alright, here's the shirt that I want. Now, you have to keep in mind that the back and the front of the shirt you're going to use are going to be cut different. So you're going to want to... This is only one method, guys, and I don't know how this is going to work out for me with the safety pins, because I have a metal allergy, but I am going to do a non-sew on this, but if it bothers me, I am going to put rivets that are nickel free on the sides and lace it up. But for now, I'm just going to do this part. So it looks like the width of this is the same. It almost looks like I just have to cut this part out and cut the sleeves off. So what they did was they chalked it, but it doesn't look like I really need to chalk the front of it. I mean, the sides of it, not the front, the sides. I like tank tops all the time. They feel better to me because I have temperature issues, and I want to keep that Wednesday on there, so I have to make it to where the top, the front, I need to make sure the front of it, yeah. So, if I'm gonna have enough fabric to do it, let's see. Hi, somebody's here. You are my first person. Hello, whoever is on here. Alright, I'm going to inch it up a little. There we go. That looks good. And now I'm going to grab some other scissors. What feels good? Alright, so chalk, because it comes off easily. Do I have any chalk? I mean, I should, but as organized as this room is, I don't really use chalk because I hate chalk. So we'll see what I can find. The only time I use chalk pastels is like if I'm doing like a sidewalk chalk festival kind of thing. You know what? Because the chalk will wash out, you know, but if I draw it with a paint marker, acrylic paint marker, I think I'll be okay if I do it slightly bigger than what I want it and then cut inside the line. So I'm gonna try that. You know, I already know I'm just gonna cut this whole thing off, to be honest with you. I'm only gonna cut the front part first because I don't want a seam. I don't want the seam there. I'm trying to go for that, like, do-it-yourself punk goth thing. You know, I don't want this in there. I don't care if it makes the shirt fall apart. Don't care. Alright. I'm just going for it. It's kind of like that one day when I decided to have bangs. I mean, I did think about that for a while before I did it. This, I only just thought about it for a day. And I didn't even know what shirts I was going to use. Now, I can go back and trim this up if I want, or I can just leave it frayed like that. Punk rock. Alright. How am I going to do this? I guess. Another reason to use chalk is because, like, if you mess up your lines and it's all awkward, you can just like wipe it off. But I'm living on the edge over here. And all these scraps that I cut off, I can save them and use them for other stuff because, like, you know, I will eventually make some more doll clothes for my ball jointed dolls and my fashion dolls. And also I can use it for pockets. I can make patches with them. Like, I can paint on them or use stamps and stuff. And, you know, make something with it. Alright. Now, no. Also, I just generally dislike t-shirt collars around my throat. Yeah, and like in the testing, another thing I remember is like I had all my rings on. I don't know if y'all have seen me wear like all my rings before, but sometimes I can deal with it and I love them all. But then other times, like when I was testing, all of a sudden I just was like, oh god, it's too much. I feel restricted and I had to take them all off. So, okay, so we have a Muscle Man shirt right now. This could be cut off if you want to like rivet it instead and like lace it up, or if you want to use just safety pins up here. And then I'm gonna cut the bottom. Let's see. Boom. The length is like about it's kind of like the bell shape. Alright. I am not trying to make this perfect. I don't care. And if you accidentally cut too much off, you can always add lace to the bottom or something. Or wear a different undershirt. But alright, as it is right now, I could wear this like it is, but me see. So if I want the open sides, like I was telling you, there's no seam over here, so it would literally just be like holding, I have to hold these seams right here. And shake it back out flat. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this shirt when I'm done, but if I completely ruin the shirt, I can always take this whole piece off and sew it onto something else. You know, there's always that option. So, yeah, I cut it all the way. Might as well go all the way. Gonna do it, just do it. I don't know how I feel about the stitching at the top here. Because, I don't know. So now I got this thing. All right. Oh. Here we go. Take some of these. You know, I had thought about putting epoxy over these, but I don't know. That's not gonna really work. But like I said, I could put like little rivets in it. I could punch holes and then put a lace through it, but the thing is, if I only put the holes, I think eventually they'll like wear out and rip or something. I don't know. This is the first time I'm doing this, so like that when you wear it, you know. Surprised nobody's here watching. Oh, someone is here. Hey, Stephanie. How's it going? I'm just making a, I wonder if I should do it like that. I'm, cut down a shirt, a t-shirt, making like a no-sew, do-it-yourself, punky kind of goth t-shirt thing. I am Don't know how I'm going to feel about these safety pins afterwards, but if I hate it, I can always put some rivets and lace it up. And I'm specifically doing it like that on purpose. Okay, no, I don't like it like that. I liked it better before that. I feel like these should be smaller. Oh well. I just know I'm like the kind of person that I'm gonna stab myself with this when I'm wearing it. Hey Daniel. Yeah, I am. You know, I am a Wednesday's child. I was born on a Wednesday. You know what they say about Wednesday's child? Wednesday's child's full of woe. I kind of had a rough couple of days. Did my testing yesterday. I was able to speak a lot better in this meeting. But I think it's because I had felt genuinely more trustful of the doctor after meeting him, and I wasn't running late, but I did, like, you know, something happened. The person taking me had to go run an errand all of a sudden right beforehand, and that threw me off, and I got really upset about that and a lot of anxiety over it, but I powered through it. And I have problems remembering to eat and stuff, so I didn't eat before. This one's giant. I feel like no. What's happening here? You are no. There's a lot more of these little ones. Maybe I should trade all of the big ones for little ones. Yeah, I just, I had a major meltdown last night. I had gotten 4 hours of sleep the night before. I had transitioning issues. I had, been nervous. I had some flashbacks while I was in the office. It was unexpected too, because I was very much triggered by having to do freaking not only math word problems, but I wasn't able to read them. He read them to me out loud, and I actually started crying over it. Oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden, like, all these memories from elementary school came up. I was just like remembering my coach. I don't remember why he did it, but he made me sit under his desk against the wall. And then he sat in his chair and pushed his chair in, and I had to sit under there, scrunched up. And then I remember he farted while I was under there. It's pretty traumatic. Guess it could have been worse. If y'all do go back and watch the beginning of this, trigger warnings, because I did have some self-harm thoughts and urges last night. I didn't do it, but I had to. It was a very sudden, vivid imagery in my mind, and I also just I didn't even know why I was feeling that way. I just like, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm trying to just go through each day with emotions. Like, okay, today is the day that I am going to do testing. And then this day is the day that I have to do my pre-op. And then today is technically Friday because it's past midnight. And Saturday I'm going to have my eye exam. And then on Monday I'm having surgery. I'm having my gallbladder removed. And none of this is fun. And then 2 days after that, I'm supposed to go to the doctor's office, my other doctor, and talk to the psych that he finally got me. I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I want to cut this off and do pins here too. Just do it. Because who needs seams when you have safety pins? So, yeah, my assessment. Well, okay, so the evaluation was a meeting and we talked, and he spent 2 weeks looking at my paperwork, okay? Now, I know he was probably doing other stuff during that time too, but, he didn't schedule me to do testing until after he looked through my paperwork. But what I was told is I wasn't even going to get an appointment. They would call me to make an appointment, but he gave me an appointment on the spot, I guess because he, I already had qualified for some kind of diagnosis, so he hasn't given me a diagnosis. So after that, 2 weeks went by, and yesterday I had the test. The cognitive test is just an IQ test, basically. But, I think they must be testing for more than just your IQ. Like, yes, they're running an IQ test, but at the same time, he was writing a lot of stuff down. Because the tests were mostly on an iPad, and then also I did some worksheets, and then there's, like, some other, like, I don't know, some blocks or something, but it's like pattern recognition, or I don't know. And a lot of these things are timed. And he did like a lot of like oral questions, but it was all about like stuff that you're not going to be able to study for it, okay? It's not like that IQ test, okay? And then also, not that I would have studied for it. I'm saying, there's no pass or fail. But I did get upset while I was taking the test. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be really bad at this. I'm going to fail. And he's like, there's no pass or fail. There's no such thing as pass or fail on this. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so I wasn't allowed to have a paper and pencil to write down the math problems he was telling me. I hate math. And then I was like, can I sit on the floor? Like, I don't know, my feet were uncomfortable. I was sitting high up in this chair. And, I always sit Indian style, or not Indian, crisscross, sorry. That's just what I was taught when I was growing up. Like the crisscross applesauce thing in my chair. I'm gonna put this shirt on and let you see it. And I had, since y'all weren't here, I did stay up till 4 in the morning the night before. And I did make this. I have like some gummy bear things that I made. This is removable. I can screw it on and off. I put black marker and then black glitter mixed with resin on all the buttons. And I think I'm going to do some... This comes off, it unscrews. I have my little emo Care Bear that I created, or he's like the daddy dom because he's got a whip and a rose. I want to do like some, not rivets, but some studs on here, I think. And then this part was really hard, and I'm gonna have, I use this like iron-on stuff on the back of this lace, but I'm gonna go around it and have to sew like some ribbon to make sure it stays. And then I use these hair clips that I got from Halloween because I knew it was gonna try to come off here. And I also used my paint marker to go over the white seams, because and then I used some scissors to just kind of like distress in areas. But I'm still working on it. I want to put some like cotton lace at the bottom, like that old country summer dress look, except black at the bottom. And I may or may not cut the crotch out and make it into a skirt. I don't know, because I kind of really hate shorts. Yeah, so I wore this, but I had my platform, my Harley Quinn platforms. They were like one red, one black. My feet were hurting, and I couldn't put my feet up in the chair with them on, so I had to end up taking them off, which was awkward. Well, I don't feel awkward doing it, but it's just like, I know he's sitting there writing everything down, but I just try to be myself, I just did what I would normally do. I do that at restaurants. I do that wherever I go. I would do it at work. So, alright. I have no idea how good or bad this is going to look because I don't have a mirror. Daddy Dom Bear. You can name him Punishment Panda. That's funny. Stephanie, it should be widely known among professionals that IQ tests are terrible measurements for intelligence, but it can tell you other things. Yeah, because he was writing a lot the whole time. And I feel like everything that I was doing, and I had like, I was able to talk more, but because I have a delayed echolalia, I've always been that way, like repeating phrases and lyrics and songs and stuff that other people say to me. And I would just kind of, eventually I would turn it, like as I got older, into like, it would make sense to whatever was happening, or I would internalize it. But I did say I think he caught me saying some stuff. I don't know. It just seemed like every single thing that I was doing, he was like writing stuff, typing stuff. So I don't think it was just the IQ. It was like an observation as well. When we first came in, I feel like everything he did on purpose. Like he came in the room, there's a big window. There was no need to turn the light on in there. But he turns the light on, the fluorescent lights. And I'm like, can we please turn the lights off? Like, that's going to totally give me a headache. And then also, the thing that I actually was enjoying doing, the coding thing, he took it away before I was done, and that really upset me. Like, I think that he was doing that on purpose. I don't know how I feel about this. Well, whatever. Here it is. Do-do-do. It's kind of cute. I was hoping, I wanted this lower, but I didn't want to cut Wednesday off. But, there's this, okay, so I used the pattern of this, but the front was lower than the back, right? So, this is a shirt made by an artist locally. And I have another shirt that they made, and I hate the shirt. I hate the fabric, and I hate the type of shirt that it is. But I liked the patch on it. And so I think I will take this patch off. Is it showing it backwards to y'all? Why does it do that? That's really annoying. So everything y'all are seeing is mirror image. That's weird. Why did I just not notice that? How's that? So when I show y'all stuff, it's backwards. My brain can't conceptualize because if you're looking at me, you're not reading this shirt backwards. But if you're looking at the room, that is on that side. So why? My brain can't comprehend it. Like literally can't comprehend it right now. I'm having a short circuit. Yeah. And he kept giving me more and more and more, and I think I was transposing numbers, and at some point I started guessing numbers. Like after he got past 4 numbers, I was like, I said them all out of order, and I might have added or I don't know. But when he made me do like those math word problems, I felt so stupid. I am not smarter than a 5th grader. Like, I even said I need a break. Like at one point, I had to just get up and like, kind of this thing, like just kind of stand at the window and like, I don't know, maybe I should have used the bigger ones. Or maybe if I take one off here, I mean, I would not be wearing I know, because I kind of want it to be a little bit loose right here. Use like a bigger one on the bottom. Oh yeah, I like that more. Whatever, get on there already. Stop fighting me, I own you. Okay. I kind of want to rip the back open, but I will not be okay leaning against safety pins. I think it's just because I'm hot up here. I need to find some shorts. I'm wearing these like Hello Kitty pants that were on sale. So cute. But I am in the attic and we don't have AC, and it's not really hot, but I have temperature regulation issues. So, seriously, I took all of the shorts downstairs. I keep bringing clothes up here, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can change if I get hot. And then I'm like, why is your whole wardrobe up here to myself? And then I have a situation like now where I'm like, great, no shorts. Lovely. Super lovely. But what I do have, aha! I found some off camera. BRB. Alright, that is, I feel cooler now. I could turn the fan on, but then it'll make noise, and that'll probably be annoying to y'all. Alright, now the other option was if I wanted to make it lower, I could, but I don't know. I'm going to take this off of this shirt because screw this shirt. Or I could mangle this shirt first and see if I will do the same thing with this one. Bye, sleeve. T-shirt sleeves to me, unless it's a really baggy shirt, I don't like that feeling of the shirt sleeve being in my armpit. It makes me hot. I don't know. It doesn't even matter if it's cold. It's just like a thing. I don't know why, but like, you know, like right now, I thought in my head, hello, Clarice, but I knew it had nothing to do with anything, so I didn't say it, but I'm telling you, weird stuff. Good job advocating for yourself. Thanks, Stephanie. But, what did you say? Stephanie, I used to read books upside down because I was bored in school, so I didn't even notice. Wow. I could put the go away under it, or I could just put the go away on the back of it, or I could just draw go away on the back of it and make another shirt. Alright, so far we have a sleeveless button-down shirt. But you know what I'm going to do with this shirt? I'm going to do one of those like deep open shirts where you can wear like little bralette under it. If you don't know what that is, sorry, look it up. It's like, whatever. Hold on one second. I'm going to show you the other version of the screen. Whatever. Okay. Alright, all this, like, construction worker man neck collar thing. Nope, bye. Goodbye. You are not the collar. You, in the case of the go away shirt, you are not the collar. Do y'all get my reference? I don't know. I think, what was that, Maurice? One of those guys. It's like the DNA testing. I always thought those were so, like, except we're going to take this and guesstimate and just kind of go at it like a triangle. And then, and furthermore, just know to all of this. Just know. I kind of want to know what that looks like, but you know what? It's freaking summer, dude. What am I doing? I am going to be in the middle. Don't cut the front on accident. Alright. And then I died. Don't fool with me, little brat. Contract or no contract. Alright, well, whatever. I thought I was gonna not cut through the front, but hey, you know what? Whatever. I knew of it. I knew. It's punk. Who cares? It's like homeless person clothing. I just dug it out of the trash and pinned it together and I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good as gold. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought that. I don't know what I was doing. It's cool. It's totally radical. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. This is why they say use a shirt that you like. I'm putting it at the top, but I'm cutting all those buttons off. Bye. See you never. The less of this fabric that has to touch me, the better. Will I ever wear this shirt? Yes. Yes, I will. It's like my mom used to say. I almost cut my fingertip off. It's like my mom used to say, you gotta eat your mistakes. In reference to like when you cook something and you know, wasting... See, why didn't I do this to begin with? I could have just had symmetry going on. Chop diddly, chop diddly, chop dee-doo. I chop you to pieces because that's what I do. I don't like this cotton, and it don't like you. Flip it this way because I don't want to cut go away. How do I have a neck muscle pulled right now? What is happening? Okay, I'm sorry. Let me know if the fan sound bothers you, but I'm gonna have a full-on panic attack if I don't pull off. Does that fan noise bother y'all? Daniel, there's literally been times I've watched Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader and they debate it going for the big question. I've literally yelled at the TV, take the money and leave. Yeah, sounds about right. You could put the goaway underneath the salt. Yeah, I read that. Yes. Yes, what? Sorry, you know when I ramble and then I look up at the screen and y'all have answered something and I'm like, what? You know what? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. The only thing I care about on this thing is the patch, so it's totally fine. And I can use these scraps for pockets or whatever. You know, I can use them for stuff. I keep my scraps. This is so ugly. Actually, that one little button might be cute. Because I could, like, replace that button with something better. I could, like, literally just glue one. Just put a spike right there. One little screw-on spike. Don't cut your buttonhole, because I don't know how to make a buttonhole. Like, I don't know how to sew one. I probably could figure it out, but you know what? I really don't want to. I hate learning new things. I want to. I hate it. Yes, there's an internal battle daily. And, you know, you can always add lace around it or something. Is that far enough down? I guess. Alright. And then it splits open, like, now the armholes are like that. See? I literally feel like I pulled a neck muscle, y'all. Don't know how that happened. Just putting an undershirt on that contrast with that so you can see. Okay. I have a hot mess going on. So I have this other t-shirt that I think is cute. It's like supposed to be like a silhouette, like a mermaid. It is the Little Mermaid, Disney Little Mermaid. And I don't ever wear it because it's the t-shirt. But now with my scissors, I can make anything into a tank top. Ha ha ha. Another one I'm going to do is this one. Yes. And I also want to save this part. Because I can, like, put that as a little patch on something, you know? Yay! Also, if you didn't want to make this, like, into a shirt, you could cut these pieces out, you know? And use them as patches. Like, if you wanted to, like, make your own bag or something. Backpack, jacket, whatever. Whatever floats. You're my goats. I hate it. Oh yeah, rip. There you go. Ripping is great. This is so unflattering. This is like made for a dude or something. What the heck? What even am I doing with my life? Check these out while I'm dealing with my neck. I got those at the bookstore. What am I looking for? What is your major malfunction? I clean just to make a mess, just to clean, just to make another mess, just to clean, just to make another mess. And it goes on and on and on. I also got this today. It's like a calendar thingy, but it's got cool stuff in it. Resources. Radical contacts in every country too. Like seriously, that's cool. For all you girls out there that have menstrual cycles, there's a calendar for that in here. I think that's interesting. And like every little thing, it has like on the days, it has like something that happened on that day, which is kind of cool. And it has like artwork and stuff in it. I don't know, I like it. It's all like quality and stuff. Oh, my neck muscle. I need a virtual massage. Okay. And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. All right. What's your major malfunction? Your new idea for Wednesday shirt sounds. Oh, thanks. All right. Where am I? Okay, I hate it. Let me show you how much I hate this shirt. Don't try this at home, kids. I'm a professional. Professional destroyer. Oh, that's kind of cool. I should have done that on this side. Nothing a safety pin won't fix. Much more flattering on a more flattering body, but whatever. It's not about that. It's about when I get so hot that I don't even care anymore because I'm so hot. And I hate this. So this would just be like something like this underneath. Okay? So this is so like no. This is so no. No, no, no. And then I said no. I said no. I don't like this fabric. It's really thick and I hate it. But why do I need to unsew it from that? I don't need to do that. Why would I make my life harder by doing that? There. Now I have a patch. It's all about the process. Sometimes you can always cut more off, but you can't, well, you can put it back, but it ain't gonna look the same. It's gonna be a Frankenstein monster looking, which might be cool, you know, but for the purpose of you know, this, hey, if anybody needs a zombie apocalypse shirt, I got your shirt. Here you go. All done with that one. Alright. Alright, today class, we're going to learn all about destroying our clothes. Please sign these permission slips from your parent. Don't sign them, have your parent sign them. You can already see why I'm not teaching anymore. Alright. Do regulation time. Hey TJ. I wind up doing something ridiculous like changing it from Dungeons and Dragons to Dingo Ate My Baby. What if someone with ODD is watching and do it just because you said not to? All of my videos, I put not for children, so, all consenting adults here. So first, trigger warning, because some of these are like zines. Maybe I'll do a separate video for these with a trigger warning, because a lot of them are about stuff and things. I used to be a part of a zine. I did a couple of zines like as collaboration. So this one's cool. And I like how they have, you know, stuff like that in there. I'm going to do it this way because it's going to be backwards otherwise. Boop. So, boop. Triggers. I haven't read any of them yet, but oh, this one looks like it's talking about SH. These are talking about sexual assault. This one looks to be talking about, I don't even know how that bookmark got in there. $19.95. I was in high school. Had a severe mental breakdown. The diagnosis was bipolar disorder, what used to be called manic depression. Oh, this will be an interesting read. You know, it's funny. You know how, like, how some other YouTubers, like Thomas, for example. I'm always using Thomas as an example, but they, like, do reviews of, like videos and stuff. Would y'all be interested in, like, us reading through this together in a video? And, what we think about it now that it's, 20 years later? That's 20 years, right? No, it's 30 years. Dang, how old am I? Oh my god. Dies from shock. Self-compassion. I liked the title of this. Be kind to yourself and... I just now noticed that they forgot the T. Instead of striving for BS self-esteem. And it's by someone that has a PhD. I don't know when this was made. Defining self-esteem, self-compassion. Huh. Interesting. It says 2005. There's an email on here, or website. I wonder if they still do this. Look at these. Like, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. More health building blocks at www.microcosm.pub. Interesting. I wonder if they still exist. And then this one, I did not get this for me, but I just thought it was interesting. Entry-level employment tips, cutting old connections, building an educational framework. Wow. Yeah, because you know, when people get out, they don't have the skills like we advanced so far. Oh, wow. I don't know how old this is, but it is interesting. So I did buy it. Oh, it's from the same microcosmpublishing.com/BFF. Interesting. Yeah, it's that again. And all of these were like $2 to $5. I think I only got one that was $5. I think the other ones were all $2. No, this one was $4. Those were all $2. This one was $4. This one was like almost $5. But yeah. What else did I get there? One other thing that I got there. I just got a pen. Not just a pen, because I wanted it. And it's a .2. I just really liked the way it wrote on my hand, so it's a lot darker than what it looks like on the screen, but yeah. So that's that. I really feel like I should make this into like corset down the sides. Like do some rivet holes. But the rivets that I have they like have a lot of space in between when you put them together, and I was like, why is it like that? Am I not hammering it hard enough, or are there different links and I'm just doing it wrong? I don't know. Did I get the wrong ones? Go away. Go away. Back to this ugly purse backpack. Bam. And it's on your back. So, and it covers up this gold thing that I don't like. Go away. Heavy stitching. Super glues it on because I'm lazy. I don't know. Kind of like this. It definitely like leaves a statement for anybody that wants to approach you. Like, excuse me, ma'am, do you work here? See, if they're approaching me from behind, of course not. Go away. Is that mean or what? But to balance it out, okay? To balance out the negativity of this statement, I can always add my hidden disabilities sunflower pen that came along with my ID. There. Now we have equalized our forces. And it almost now says "go away." Of course, I could just pin it on here and it would still say "go away," wouldn't it? Let's find out. It's too thick, but yeah, I don't like it like that. I could put it down here so it's not trying to make a different word. We want to be very clear about our statement and why. You know? You're giving the reason for your request or demand. See? Perfect. I think that is perfect. What do you think? I hate the gold, but... And if they still don't get the message, I can add some spikes to it. Yeah. Just punch me some little holes and be like, disabled, but still armed. Like a cat. Like a small cat with very sharp, tiny... Like a kitten. I'm a kitten. I am tiny and cute, but I don't like being pet. And if you try to pick me up, I will scratch you. I think it gives those vibes. Hey, visible friend. If you combine BDSM and Dungeons and Dragons, would the person running the game be considered a bondage dungeon master? Yeah, I don't know. But that's kind of hilarious, honestly. Oh, yeah, also... I'm gonna paint these old beat up shoes for my niece, who may or may not be in the hospital again. I don't know. It's like, I know of 3 times so far. Yeah. I don't know. I can confuse them so bad. Flash warning, sorry. I hang my Chewy off of it. I don't know if y'all ever tried these, but sometimes when I'm really anxious, but I don't usually take these out of the house with me. I mean, because there's being free and unstigmatized, and then there's just like managing it in other ways for me. But I might have it in my bag and use it in the car, but it does prevent me from biting my fingers until they bleed and I have to have band-aids all over my fingers. I don't know if y'all know this, but those if you've seen the video where I'm talking about Aaron's crazy putty or whatever, crazy Aaron's putty, whatever, all of the different kinds have like different strengths to them. Like I've noticed some of them are softer because it does help me if like I'm watching a show or something to keep me from biting my fingers, but also some of them are too tough and like I'll get cramps in my hands, so the softer ones are nice. It depends on each, I guess, whatever you're using it for. There's some that have things in it that you can pick out too, so pick out little things out of it if you want. Oh, speaking of which, I think this is one of them. Oh, come on. Okay, this is my one complaint about this stuff. I even had it sitting flat. Watch as this girl... Watch this lady struggle opening a tin. Buddy, get down over here and help me, please. I can't open this jar. Literally reminds me of living in the third-story apartment many years ago, even at a young age. And I literally had to go downstairs and knock on the door. It was really embarrassing and be like, can you please open this for me? And a girl answered the door, and she opened it. Oh my god, okay, whatever. That is obviously a big complaint of mine. If a tiny bit of it leaks through, like, it'll stick to itself and seal in there. And that one's actually one of the softer ones. Maybe that's why it leaked through. Annoying. Really annoying. Oh man. Found this little mirror. I think I'm going to put it in my dollhouse. Which I also think I'm going to make a gothic dollhouse. Yeah. Totes, my goats. Next, TJ says, next week I'm putting up my first autism-related YouTube video, and you get a shout out as one of the creators who inspired me to start doing this stuff. Oh, that's awesome, TJ. Do you know when you're gonna do it? Daniel said, from the makers of Life After a Felony comes the wonderful world of misdemeanors. Funny. Oh, how did everything go? I mean, it was basically like the cognitive test is an IQ test, basically. So I was in there for a few hours, but he seemed to be writing every single thing that I was doing, my reactions. It's like my micro expressions and how I was touching my hair or whatever I was doing. My echolalia and my asking for a break and anything that I did. It's like he was like constantly writing stuff. So I feel like it was a 2-in-1 thing. Plus we turned in all the paperwork that he sent us home with, and then he said that he will have all my my report all written up in a week. So I'm guessing next week at some point. I also have Go Away and the sunflower pin on my backpack. Are you serious, TJ? That's funny. Please show that in your video. Oh yeah, Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty. Thank you. Yeah. Do your Posca markers work on canvas? You know, I did a lot of, you know, before I started making these videos, I had been watching other YouTubers, and it was kind of helping me process a lot of stuff, and I was all of the realizations I was having and going through my past memories, all memories are past, whatever. Anyway, I was doing little artworks, but even though I have a master's degree and I'm an oil painter, all this stuff, I felt like I couldn't paint anymore. So yeah, I definitely was using Posca paint markers for canvas, but honestly, they work better on a smoother surface. Now, if you can put thin layers of gesso. I had a mentor who was an oil painter at one point in my MFA who advised, even though the canvas is come gessoed, to still apply 3 layers. And you don't want thick layers. You want 3 thin layers. You want them to dry in between each. Otherwise, won't be smooth. But if you want a smoother surface, you know, you want to build up those layers of gesso on top of it. And then it has less tooth, smoother, if that's your thing. But I think, yeah, I mean, and I did use the Posca marker on the overalls. I you know, all the white parts, but it does pick up the fabric on the nibs, and it will, like, if you do it too much, I think it'll mess them up. So now, how do we get this gold to come off? I mean, I don't want to sandpaper it. Maybe if I used a rotary tool with just a buffer tip on it. This sounds like a lot of work. I like that it has the chain on it. You know, you can clip stuff on all over this thing. So, but I don't think gothy gold. No, I just don't. You know, I could put a TH over here, goth away. The girl that goth away. Shall I attempt to destroy another shirt? I need rivets. And then with the rivets, because I get allergies to metal, I'm thinking I could do some clear nail polish or epoxy. I don't know what's going to happen with the safety pins. They might do that to me, so I might have to replace the safety pins with rivets, and then I can use like some ribbon or something. Biting sneaks up on me no matter how much I try to stop. Yeah, I was able to actually like use my words a lot better with the doctor yesterday. But I did have a meltdown last night, a really horrible, like, wanting to die, self-harm visualization type of bad. My whole life's a failure. What's the point of everything? I'm an alien, nothing's ever gonna change, and what's the point? And everything's so hard. Meltdown. But I worked through it and survived it, and I felt better afterwards. And I did communicate to my caretaker, so I said what I thought that I was gonna do, because I wanted to help. I said, I need help, I'm having these thoughts, and then left and crawled up into my hidey hole over here and laid on my little pallet in there and cried like that it was the end of the world. And I don't know. It just, a lot of stuff's been going on, and as calm as I seem right now, it's just like I keep trying to keep myself busy, but then I get tired. I'm really working on trying to pace myself. I went to the library today, and then I went over to the where my exhibit is. Nobody was there. I was just there a couple of hours. Only one person came in while I was there. But that like wiped me out, and I got home and I was exhausted, and I became a very defiant person and argumentative, and just was like, and it took me like a good hour or two to realize that, oh, I'm having anxiety. Like, I didn't realize, and they're like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, I didn't though. I didn't know that's what I was feeling. I have an issue with that. I don't recognize that, hey, now would be a good time to use some of those, you know, things that help regulate me during anxiety. I need to work on a plan for that. And that's one of the reasons why I want to go get evaluated, because I'm hoping that at least I'll get some kind of like, this is why this, and here are some ways to cope, and these are some suggestions. Like, I'm hoping for at least understanding myself, regardless of whatever the outcome is, to have some insight from somebody else that, like, can tell me you're not crazy, it's just this and this, and if you do these things it might help. This has helped other people. That would be nice, you know? You made it through. It's rough, but you made it through one more round. Thank you so much. Aw, thanks for the hugs. I like Sharpies too. I like to use them on my pants, but I also I used to draw all over my pants with Sharpies and stuff in high school. That's, it just, like, at some point everyone expected me to start, like, dressing like an adult, so I stopped doing all of the things that I enjoyed, which is why I decided to make those pants, you know? Oh, I just posted a video of the backpack proving the presence of Go Away and Sunflower on Instagram and tagged you. Oh, okay. Caroline is a place new. Is this you? Is that you at the top? It's you.
There's the Go Away. And there's the sunflower.
Haha.
Told ya. There's the Go Away.
I love the Oscar the Grouch, was my favorite.
And there's the sunflower. Told ya. There's the Go Away.
Okay, now I'm gonna get that stuck in my head.
And there's the sunflower.
Now we gotta stop repeating ourselves. Oh my god. Did y'all see all my most random videos today? I'm like, 28 minutes of silently walking through a bookstore. I wonder how many people will actually watch this. It's kind of cool to hear someone's voice, though, you know, because I can only read y'all's chats. Okay, it took me that long to realize your username is your name over here. Like, how dumb do I feel right now? Do you ever just randomly start laughing and there's nothing happening, but it's just you're laughing at something in your head? That's not what just happened now because I said it, but yeah. I think that, like, kind of messes with people. Like, what are you laughing at? Nothing. It's all in my head. Do, 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 do. Oh, how I wish that you were full right now. Why do you have to be 40 minutes away from me and inside of a Target? I used to go all the time, and the one drink that I like is, it depends on if it's hot or cold outside, the chai latte with whipped cream and a tiny bit of cinnamon on top, or the chai frap with extra whipped cream and a tiny sprinkle of cinnamon on top. But I used to go all the time and have so many stars. I would always save stars, so I have like a whole collection of Starbucks cups, and I like the mermaid like textured ones. Yeah. And you get a discount if you bring your Starbucks cup in. And I know that it's corporate, and I know it has a and it's not good for you, and blah 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 blah. And you know what? Also, that no one's gonna approve of. Also, you know what else you're gonna hate about me too? You know what? I used to have shorts that went to my knees when I was a kid, when I was like 11, and it was this color. That's right, neon orange. And you know what my t-shirt said on it? And I was wearing roller skates, and I was jamming it on my cassette to the band that was on my shirt. You know what my shirt said? It's New Kids on the Block. Oh, hanging tough. That's right. I did that. So there. Make fun of me now. I made fun of myself. Emo little trees meant. I don't know what it means, but why? It sounds funny because happy little trees, but oh. I have a thought of brewing. Last time we made emo creature with his emo creature pet on a tricycle, and now he needs emo little trees in the background, but I don't know how to make emo trees. I guess that would be a weeping willow. I had a weeping willow in my front yard growing up. Do you know why they're called weeping willows? It's because they look like that, but also they suck so much water from the ground that sometimes it feels like it's raining on you because it'll come out of the tips. But also, don't try this at home, kids, but me and my brother used to do whip war. We would take a branch off and then strip it of the leaves, and then we would whip each other. Why? Because we like to watch Indiana Jones, but I'd always end up hurting him and get in trouble because I was older than him. Sorry. It was fun, and then we would get hurt. We were always doing dumb things like that. Like swimming in the bayou. Who knows what snakes and stuff were. We were weird. We're like, we're gonna hang out by ourselves because we get each other, and we're gonna do dumb stuff. Like have a funeral for a wasp. I got the perfect shirt for you. It'll say, even my delayed reactions have delayed reactions. Are you talking to me? Ah! Ah, that's actually kind of cool. Maybe I should put that on the bottom pocket. Go away. Even my delayed reactions have delayed reactions. You don't have time for this. Why am I talking in this voice? Is this what I think I sound like to myself? I don't know. What do you think? I agree. Yes, we agree also. Okay, thanks. It's a consensus then. We all agree. Yes, we sound this way. It is my Italian hitman name, a character used in improv comedy. You know, my sister's in improv comedy. When I met her, yeah, I did meet her because I didn't know my dad till I was like 24. And then 10 years later, I finally tracked down my sister that didn't know I existed. And then she was just like me, and it was crazy. She's a creative writer, and also she does improv. And I went to visit her in Las Vegas because she lived in Paradise City. Yes, I know, Paradise City, where the grass is green. They don't have any grass. They have rocks in Paradise City. Their yards are rocks. And that dry heat ain't a joke. I got heat stroke and almost died. On the ground outside in the shade. Some strip, I don't know. But yeah, improv, that was fun watching them do that, practicing. I had to find a secluded place. You know, my dad's name was Dan. I had to find a secluded place to walk my dog. Because my thoughts make me laugh out loud too, and I just want to laugh without feeling weird. Sorry, stop. That's funny. I used to be a barista. A barista. I grew to loathe all the things, but I don't like pumpkin spice. I don't like the pumpkin. It doesn't taste right. They're doing it wrong. I mean, but think about it. Cherry pie. I'll eat cherries raw. I'll eat blueberries raw. I'll have blueberry pie. Or a blueberry latte or something. I'll have these things. But I'm not going to eat pumpkin raw. And it's not even sweet. It's kind of like, what the heck is happening here? We ran out of foods to eat, so we're going to have some pumpkin now. Because that's what we have outside growing. We have some gourds. And we're starving still, so we're going to eat the seeds too. Actually, the seeds are good if you like roast them in the oven, but kind of like get old after a while. That couldn't have been good for my stomach, eating the shells. Yeah, we were all, it was the 80s. I have been wearing Converse shoes since I was in 3rd grade. My first pair of Converse shoes were pink high tops. I don't like the high tops anymore. I don't like that. If I want to wear a tennis shoe, I don't want it up on my ankle. I don't know, it's weird. But I only will wear the unisex shoes of the Converse because I have a wide flat foot, and the women's are too weird and narrow, and the men's are too weird too. I don't know, they don't fit right. But the unisex, it's like they are perfect for my feet. I don't know. So I always get those. Stephanie, could you please pretend you were on your phone? What? Oh, you could pretend. I thought you said, could you please? I thought you were requesting her to do that right now. I was like, what? Weeping Willow? This isn't going to turn into a... Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. But I liked the Willie Nelson version better. My little brother was my best friend when I didn't know how to make friends. Exactly! Me too! I said, whip it into shape. Shape it up. Go forward. Move ahead. It's not too late to whip it. What is he even talking about in that song? I don't know, but it's catchy. And also, what I used to play in the morning to wake the kids up was D D D D A A A. Wait, S S S S A A A F F F E. Safety, dance. Do, 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 do. You can dance if you want to. Dun, 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 dun. And like, for some reason, that one song, like, you can't help but smile, or at least we couldn't, being grumpy waking up because we didn't want to, because we all have insomnia, except for the youngest one. He could sleep through anything. Pumpkin tastes like cantaloupe. I, with an identity crisis, that's the funniest thing I've heard today. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, cantaloupe is hit or miss, and definitely I just don't like melon. If they're like, yes, we have fresh fruit, and I'm like, is there melon in it? I don't want it. And probably your strawberries are going to be soggy, and your blueberries are going to be bitter, and you're going to have excess of cantaloupe, melon, it's going to be slimy, and the grapes are going to be squishy and not crisp. See, I'm very weird about fruit. Like, I can't. Even if there's one freckle on a banana, I can't deal with it. No, no thank you. My first pair of Chucks were solid black. Even the Converse logo, I love those shoes. Yeah, I like the black ones, but with the white on them, because I would draw on them. On all the white parts. I draw on all of my clothes, I drew all over my art. I just kept drawing on everything. I would get in trouble for drawing on everything. Why are you drawing on yourself? That's not good for your body. Look, there's already something wrong with my body, guys. It's not the pens that's doing it, I promise. All Stars around the same time. Love Converse. They're great for wide, flat feet like mine. Me too. Me too. Visible Friend. I went to Kent State for a year and a half. 1978 to 80. Devo, The Pretenders, The Call. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Which hand sign is it? Okay. Cool. Awesome. Because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, they ain't friends of mine. Dance, everybody look at your hands. Did any of the members of Devo pretend to be Chrissy Hendy? Stephanie, TJ, my little brother didn't have trouble making friends. He was fine. Every time I hear Safety Dance, it makes me wanna watch Biodome. I've been watching every Star Wars movie and show in chronological order of not how it came out, but how it was supposed to happen in sequence. But I didn't start it that way this time. We decided, like, after we wanted to watch the old original first trilogy first, and then watch everything else in chronological order for some reason. But that's what we're doing. And right now we are partway through the last movie of the second trilogy. But we already watched The Mandalorian, and why can't I ever say her name right? Ahsoka, and oh my god, The Mandalorian. I have to make it. I have to make the child. Make the child. I have all these ideas and projects that I want to do, and I used to have energy to do all of this stuff. And I just don't anymore. Everything takes so long. And it's weird because it feels like I did more when I was working, but I can't do anything. I just want to, like, I don't know. It's like I can sit there and think about it and, like, visually be doing all the things that I know I want to do. Like, I should go for a walk, or try to roller skate, or try to do this, or try to do that. And I'll mentally do all of the things, but I can't get up and do it. All the steps to get to it is like, that means I have to put these clothes on, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, and then I won't have time to do that later. And also, then people will be looking at me, and also this, and also, and it's like, it might take me weeks before I actually do something that I have been mentally preparing myself to do for a while. It's exhausting. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but is that what inertia is that people keep talking about? I'm a huge Talking Heads fan. That's cool. I'm a huge Depeche Mode fan, and 9 Inch Nails, and Hole. Do y'all want to meet Artemis? Hold, please. I'm getting kind of cold, actually. Ow. Ah. Kitten. Are you in here? Oh, hi. Bless you. Girl, I love you. Let me turn the fan off. Is it too cold? I turn it off. Say hi, I'm Artemis. I am Luna's twin sister. Hello. She was taking a nap in the hidey hole. Hello, baby. She's the fuzziest. Oh. I love you. She's purring. You want to be right here? It's fine. You can be right here. Hello, the little kitten. You want to jump down? Pretty kitty. Bye. Hi, baby. You're still like hanging out by my feet. Hello, baby. Yeah, I named them Artemis and Luna after Sailor Moon. Even though Artemis was a boy, but they're both girls. But actually, Artemis is a goddess name, so. And they are my little precious goddess kitties. And they just turned a year old a couple weeks ago. For real. For real. Yeah, for real, baby. You know, I could do a haunted house. Or a dystopian, futuristic, gothic house. And then have like a plane crash plane. Y'all saw the plane that I found on the side of the road, that Barbie plane that I'm gonna redo eventually. Hello, baby. I just want to make all of the things and the stuff. Oh, you're so cute. Look at you rolling around. I love you. I love you, baby. You're so sweet. Aww. Oh, she's like rolling around like. When you stay up till 2:30 in the morning and then you're like, okay, it's time for second dinner. Because I can finally feel that I need food again. Like, because I only ate once today. Kitten. Yeah, me too. Meltdowns are not fun. I hate them. And also, it's like afterwards, and even sometimes during it, even though you can't stop yourself, it's like you feel so embarrassed and ashamed and all these things. And I think that's why it's really important for people to know about what it is, and like it's important to understand what autism is and other things, because it's not like we're trying to throw a fit or be immature or be mean or something, you know. It's like literally can't regulate ourselves, sometimes neglecting our own needs, and it's like hard to deal with. If you want me to pet you, you gotta come up here, because I don't have long tentacles to reach the floor. I'm sorry. Don't put your ears back. I'm sorry. You want on here? You can go on there. I'm gonna rub up on my laptop and my iPad and my giveaway bag and everything, because everything belongs to Artemis. Yes. She reigns supreme queen. Supreme queen. She is the lioness. Brown. when they were babies, and I would just carry them in one of those dog backpacks, and like literally take them everywhere with me. And then when I moved, it was like wasn't driving anymore and stuff, and like it just became kind of hard. And I was gonna get a stroller for them, but yeah. I did watch some videos on how you can convert like a regular stroller into a pet stroller. You trying to eat my bag? Yeah, because I totally want to eat your tail. Sweet baby kitty. What are they saying? Easier managed knowing what the heck it was. Yeah. Our poor son got the brunt of it. Yeah. You know, and I have, my kids are grown now, but I feel bad for them because I didn't know what was going on back then. She is a girl. She is a precious princess. She's a goddess. She's named after a goddess. Well, I think I'm gonna go to sleep for now. Yeah, I'm getting pretty there to myself, to be honest with you. Plus, I hear Luna's trying to get in here. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. It's 2:30 in the morning, and I don't really have a direction. I don't have like the energy to keep making stuff right now. Just kind of like, I probably should try to sleep. Yeah, I'm yawning, so that's a good sign. Yeah, she's a female. I guess I will say goodnight to all of y'all right now, but I'll keep y'all posted. And, yeah. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you for coming. And, thanks for spending time with me. And remember to like. And I think everybody on here subscribed, but if you're watching this after it's live, please click the subscribe button. It helps my channel and it helps the algorithm. And share too. And be kind to yourself, guys. And remember, life is art, right? Everything we do, and we're trying to do other things outside of the norm sometimes in order to live our most authentic lives. That's creative thinking. That's art. And art's not always easy or perfect. So remember, there's no I can't, and I'm learning how to make art.